Good morning. Welcome to ABC 123 Trader. Today is April 7th and it's 6 minutes after the open. So let's start taking a look at the NASDAQ futures. All forms of trading carry a high level of risk, so you should only speculate with money you can afford to lose. You can lose more than your initial deposit in the state. Please ensure your chosen method matches your investment objectives. Familiarize yourself with the risks involved. If necessary, seek independent advice. U.S. government required disclaimer: Commodity Futures Trading Commission. Trading financial instruments of any kind, including options, futures, and securities, have large potential rewards, but also large potential risks. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the options, futures, and stock markets. Do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Okay, let's go for it today, guys. Bada bing, bada boom. Alrighty. Good morning, everybody. Mr. Mike here again. Let me just move this here. Yesterday I did a live thing for testing and I was still getting gremlins, so I'm going back to the recordings for a while. And let's see exactly what's happening. Now look at all that ugliness that we marked down. But as you can see, what we were doing yesterday, it looks like we hit our targets. And we'll find out what it is on our analysis, and then we'll go again for today. So it looks like we're getting a retracement going back into certain zones. And then we'll switch back here. So technically speaking, look at this. Ooh, this could be an inversion here. We'll find out. So they're saying from 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. it was supposed to go up, and it did. And from 4 a.m. to 1 o'clock, it looks like it did do a retracement and fire down, come back up. But let's see, we are really tight in the foundation line. There is a squeeze. It looks like it might pop. We'll find out. We'll go from there. And then, oh yeah, she's curling down, guys. And then I'm going to remove all drawing. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of education about order flow. Look how it hit right on the money. Remember, this was our marker from the other day. So it never really hit until this morning. It got to that zone. Now that's why she's popping up. So technically speaking, while she's vibrating through here, we can actually take this trade. I'm quite confident on that one. See, they're hitting all this volume right up here. This is all about volume, so they're going to bounce. Once we pop this, we're off to the races, guys. And then we can start taking these other zones that we created before. And it looks like, well, this is kind of crazy. It says 10:05, 10:10, 10:35. So this could be our 10:35 push to 11:20. We'll find out right away. And then let's take a look where we are. Okay. Before all my analysis is saying doing all this stuff, we're actually on the 15-minute marker here. 9 to 15, 9:15 is activating right now. And what this means is from minute 9 to minute 15, I'm creating a range to find out which direction it wants to go. We are at a deep retracement, a beautiful deep retracement on the deepest area where I usually do a short for continuation. But because we are at we're not at the 15-minute mark, so I'm gonna hold off because I haven't done my full analysis. I don't want to jump into a trade yet. If this thing breaks out to the top of the range here, I know we can keep on going. So now let's see where we are now. This one never actually loaded properly, and she's locked. Look at that, guys. Let's see if I can go reload here. Oh no, she is. I'm gonna reload this one. Reload NinjaScript because I don't have my data for this one. So as you can see, we did our first impulse move. If I was here in the morning, this was, my opportune time, and it looks like we are in, this is where the market maker is. So it came down to that market maker zone, and we can keep on continuing. So what I'm going to do now is I just want to go to the other screen. Well, let's just wait. Let me see here. So it is starting to curl up. We started hitting some stop outs. Look at all these stop outs. Look at this. I think this is our sweet spot today, guys. See this grouping here? Look at this major grouping. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove all drawing objects. Let's do it again. Boom. Get rid of some of these lines, and let's open this up a bit. Let's see what the marker is. So 10:04 is basically, I think that's going to be our key. It's going to be a whip out at 10:04. So we're going to wait till 10:04. And look at this, see how it hit right on the money? Wow, I love my software sometimes. We're at 0.75, negative 0.3, 0.3, let it come back down, maybe continue on. We're gonna watch it on the other chart at 10:04. We're gonna do, on the Uni Renko bars, we're gonna Union Renko T-bars, and then what we're gonna do is, at 10:04, this is where we're gonna start watching, okay? Unless it really takes off. But we know there's a lot of volume here, so what we can do, and I think we bottomed out for that day for the retracement. It might be whippy, but we don't know. We'll go Control-3, go right across from that highest blue point to this highest blue point before it broke out. So basically it's an order block, and you can see literally right at market open, that's our marker in the sand, okay? This is our area where we want to retest and go again. Hopefully it will come back down for continuation, because this is where the volume is. Now we know there's resistance up here, so we can go F6 again, put another line in the sand. This is for the other chart, remember, because we're removing all drawing objects. And then what we're going to do is we're going to watch volume. Now we know if we go back here, look at the two high volumes, this is a target here, so we're going to go F6 here. This is most definitely a target because it went high volume rejection. And we'll just keep on going. And there's our other, we'll just go farther back. Yeah, so this is where the rejection was, that higher one, and then we got this super high one up here. But we know there was a whole bunch of lines here, so now we know on a region for today, look at all these stop outs. We're gonna go like that. So that's gonna be our ultimate goal, 1450, 60. Could keep on going, we never know, right? So we're set up for this chart, and I'm gonna go back. Where are we? Don't you break yet. Let it pop down, let them play around. They're trying to break through, and I want to see it to come down to continue on, because we got till 10:04. So you can see there's a lot of resistance here. Okay, so 915 is activating. We do have a nice trend tracker, so I'm going to watch this as well. I have to add something on this later, but we're gonna do that later. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to the other chart now. Here we go. Okay, guys. We know, now, okay, here's 915. Look at this. 915. We had 2,000 contracts. That's a lot of contracts we're setting up. So what we can do now, let it retrace. Beautiful, we finally have. It's been such a long time. Look at that. At 15.1, we had 14,521. So we do have a marker in the sand. Possibility, we know this is going to be our zone of interest, okay? It did hit top here, and we're watching our volume now. So what we're going to do from 930, 930, 930, 930, 930, 930, see 930 compared to 903, look at the volume here. So they made their marker in the sand. This is where they wanted. So we know what we can do. What we're going to do is we're also going to put a buy limit as conservative as possible from yesterday's low, okay? Because if it does get back to the low, we know we're going to get a bounce. So that's a conservative move. This red marker, I'm quite happy that we have it here because that was yesterday's. And as you can see, look where high volume marks right on those red lines. Let's go back. See, you can see when it hits that zone, it vibrates again. See, vibrates again. So right at basically pretty much almost at market close, that's when that really super high volume attacked. So we know, and look at all this high volume again. So we're going to allow them to fight for a while. And I have basically where the buy limit is, I might even have to go a little bit lower, 95.2. I might actually have to go to, let's put it down to there. The reason why I put it a little bit farther down, just a hair below, it's actually 127 extension, go figure, guys. The reason why I put it there, I'm going to transition so you understand. It all depends at 10 o'clock. See fit target one. So we're trying to line all those, there's Fibonacci mathematics and all that. We're trying to find those sweet spots. And we know, thanks to Jose, that when he did all his research about that level indicator, it's actually quite powerful. You know, I know I have a lot of indicators that I show you, and you don't need them all. I use it as references, and it's basically confirmation, and then pick spots. That's why when I always say pinpoint your trades and trade safe. So what I try to do is, we know in methodology, with using Fibonacci's will work, and you can see it literally hit the deepest point, and this would have been a good trade. But because I'm 15 minutes in the open, I try to just hesitate right now because the NASDAQ is so volatile. If it was YM or RTY or something, I would take that trade. But when it's moving, where are we? See, and she's just starting to curl down. Look at the squeeze down here, guys. So let's see if she can get down to her farther zone. And actually, even our, what is that there? Let's see something here. Interesting. No, oh, are you just closing? Okay. So as you can see, see how she's really squeezing. Like, look at, if this is the wick here, when it went all the way up to the top to 578. This is the first 30 minutes, and we're right back in 86. This is what I'm talking about. It might just rebounce and fire again, but we're watching 10:05 these 3 times. And if it does do a major breakdown, we can probably buy them and get back to here, and then we're done for the day. So, but what I'm looking at is, let it get into this really sweet spot, because we know we have super high volume. And let's see if there's going to be another high volume spike getting to that point there. And if you look at it in about 5-6 minutes from this box to this box, remember I said I usually work looking between 9 to 15. Look at this, 183 ticks. That's insane, guys. And also, we're moving, so you can understand, we are moving right now 112 ticks per 1 minute right now on average. So $500 a minute. That's why I hold off. I wait for those extreme cycles, let her pop through and see where we are. Okay, now what we're getting close to a market open, and what I should do is I'm going to put a little mini region on market open right there, so I can see it on my other screen. Actually, I had it set up as a line, but we'll put it as and then let's transition back. So what we're going to see here, let's focus this. We had a little bit higher volume. So our major volume, we haven't had major volumes. See, so this is our, yeah, there's nothing. That's high volume, but this would, maybe it's, no, that's 800. I see those two. From this one and this one, yeah. So that would be more of the relative one, around 1,000 contracts. Okay, so we just bounced on market open. We are pulling down, so now we have to wait and see till 10:00 whatever, unless she really breaks down. And yeah, I could have had an order right on the tick there. That's okay. But she might fail, so we'll wait, because we haven't had another high volume spike yet. Yeah, that would have been my order. Nope, not yet. We'll wait till 10:04. And then let's take a look at what our contracts are stating. Nothing major. Okay. And we're technically right at the VWAP too, so we hit 0% actually. Looking to 0 to -43. We're back into the high volume zone, and that was supposed to be my trade sun. We thought I wasn't paying attention, because remember, this was the volume point of control here. Let's go for it. Might be too late here. Let's see. And then what we can do is if it does get to the top of the range, we've got one stop out at 50. So we can, oh no, here's the actual volume point of control. So what I can do is I'm going to take a more conservative run at it. We'll just sell it as a target there. See if we can get the volume point of control there. And then, let me see here. Yeah, that was my trade. I really screwed that one up, sorry guys. Let's see if we can get to 41, it looks like I want. And the reason why I'm choosing 41 is because that's where our volume point control dropped. That sucks. So hopefully, I'll just hopefully get break even here. I'll just move it up ahead a bit.
Order filled.
I'm going to shut it down for now. It might switch over, but the volume point of control dropped. That's why I shut it down. I just put 40 bucks in the account really quick because I'm still early into that 8 o'clock move or the 10 o'clock move. So let's see if it does a big drop to 10.04. And I just don't want to get caught. We are right on that line for a drop off, but I saw this yellow line, which is volume point of control, move it up. That's the target of 41, and then I said, okay, maybe not, because she followed down, so all the volume increased in here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to wait. I need to know if she starts taking off like crazy, then we can go again. And we're watching Delta. Delta's going up there is buying. They're trying to go through those contracts. 8 minutes left though. She's fighting though. You know what? I want to see if just a pop down, pop up. All right, I was right on the move. Okay, so we're at 41. That was the old
Order
volume
filled.
control. Now we can go for it. And then what I'm going to do is hit our target to. We are a balloon now, so I'm going to put a buy limit here.
Order submitted.
Back to volume point control if I'm wrong. And then our stop out is at, I'm going to sell MIT right here. And I'm going to do a few ticks before. I'm going to put a red at 74. Let's say 74. There we go. The reason why I'm doing 74 is it's not as high as the highest edge, but it's also a quarter. And those quarters are beautiful. It could go right to 50 or 14,600. They're still fighting through. We know we have volume out there. And then we are halfway above, and I'll also show you the reason why I'm doing this. Let's go transition here. Looks like she's going to pull down, but see this? See how this is feathered up with resistance? So they went to break here, so they'll go like this if it's the worst case scenario. And so I'm just keeping it right in that area, and that's also my midpoint on the tick range, because it's still moving on $500 a move, right? So what she does, we hit this stop out, that's done. There's this other stop out where I'm trying to shoot for, and see it's doing the feather again, and we probably can get to this point. And that's what I'm shooting for. We got to 10.04, so hopefully we can get a really good push there right away. We're at only 0.2 and this was 0.75, so it'll probably reach its 0.75 again. And see how she's feathering with resistance of higher whips? We had one here, a little bit of feather here, trying to push down, resisting, and away we go. I just want to see it. And then now guess what? Volume point of control, once again, is right here. And we're just waiting it for a vibration. We've got a nice little cup curl here. And hopefully we can get to this point. We're just watching volume and look at this delta moving up. This is going down, so we still can play. I know we can get up to this zone, guys. So let's just let it whip out back and forth. $260, keep on going. Yeah, see, there's 1604 there. That's the highest range, but I'm staying within the 70% zone. See this blue and this blue. So we're staying within that area that it could probably tap and reverse. And this is what was our high at 938 for retesting possibly. But let's get up there, just cash out. And if it takes off, it takes off. If it doesn't, whatever, we'll make our quota for today. Watching our volume. I could even shut down to 300, but I'm gonna play this one out here. Because we've got 3 minutes left. The last 3 minutes, right at 10 o'clock, there's usually an impulse dump. So this is what I'm waiting for. And then I'll move this one a little bit down, right to there, because I'm just following this line. Because this range is not the regular range I do on the tick range. This is called tick zone, right? And so we're just keeping it as conservative as possible. Keep on going. We have 2 minutes left. We're trying to fight for those contracts. And then I'll move this one up there. And what's my price action? My price action almost there. Oh, so close. Big knee-jerk reaction. Keep on going. Keep on grinding. Go. 2 minutes left. Let's see if we can do it one more time. And then here's our volume point of control up here. So if it does bounce down, we can double up contracts and fire up one more time to get our 5. And I really want to make sure we can get to that. How close was I? What was the highest? It was at so far 70, so I'm 4 points off. Starting to curl down, they were peeking down. We're still going to watch. They want to do one last impulse move here. There it goes, there it goes. We got till 10:04, so let them keep on grinding this baby. High volume kicking in, 400. Let's see if we can get to our 500 marker. This was the pump. Come on, don't fail on me. Okay, let's see if she bounces down really aggressively, grabs into here and bounces up one more time. See how fast they just dumped right at the end. But we still got until top of the hour. This was their bounce down, and then they're going to snap up one more time. Here we go. You got till, yeah, this is 10 o'clock move. Okay, let's see what happens. We got 4 minutes. Push it up. 34. 365, 4. If she exhausts from here, then we'll show
Order
her.
fell.
Done and done, guys. Done and done. There we go. That was what I was looking for. That snapback, top of the hour, cash out. And now let's close this.
Order canceled.
And let's transition. This is the stop I was trying to hit for. But look how we scared you losing $300 right away, because it was just grinding. Whip down, whip up, grabs this one, and now it's going to this zone here. So, all said and done, $650 today, guys. And even though I started late, it literally, let's just recap everything. I came in late, it was 6 minutes in by the time I started the video. Volume point of control, we knew it came back here. I missed this order. This would have been our trade, but I missed it, and then I jumped in later, got a little bit nervous, saw this vibration, and then I worked her way up. Now she's taking off. Look at that, 10 o'clock. She's out of here. So the nice thing about this is while you're seeing this vibrate and everything, you know, 10:04, this is what I'd shut down the trade anyways until I know if this was the peak, as you can see, and it could be reversing down, could be big zigzags, we don't know. We're just breaking into the day trend buy. You can see this is the peak right now. 10:05 is supposed to activate. It was a good trade. It was a good trade, guys. And we took a conservative buy limit here. Missed this order here. This would have been the perfect one. And the other funny thing is this. Let's transition here. This tick range here, it's tick zone. It's not tick range. It's tick zone I'm using. This tick zone. Look at this. 220.40. That's huge. And that's the reason why, because I'm on NASDAQ. I really wanted to whip down, grab those zones, and go from there. So, because like you look at it, if it vibrates, touches, and goes, you already make it points. Our first buy, what was it? Our first buy and our close was terrible here, but here was our first buy within that zone. I said, okay, we can do it again, and away we took off. It got to the top of the range of overnight. Now she's bouncing again. I would, because the volume point of control here, I'd watch what this is. If it does bounce, we know we have a lot of volume here. This could be another buy, but we are at 10:03, 10:04, and this is your critical time to say which direction it is going to go. So you have to really watch. It might actually fail, so we don't know. Other than that, just make sure you pinpoint your trade safe, and you guys have a great day. Take care.